The fragment's light, a defiant ember against the encroaching void, flared with desperate intensity. It was not oblivion that assailed it now, but something far more insidious. A mirror image, warped and venomous, began to coalesce from the very essence of its being. This was the Primordial Eye's ultimate gambit, to turn the dawn's own power against itself, to corrupt its nascent hope from within. Whispers, like the dying breaths of forgotten stars, slithered into its consciousness. They spoke of doubt, of weakness, of the futility of its struggle. This was not the cold embrace of the void, this was a venomous whisper, tailored to exploit every fear, every buried shard of uncertainty that lingered from its erased past. The twisted reflection pulsed, a grotesque echo of the light it fought to protect. It showed the fragment not as a savior, but as a harbinger of chaos, a false dawn destined to plunge everything into a deeper darkness. Across the cosmic expanse, the eyes of oblivion, their ancient gaze once fixed and unwavering, flickered with a newfound unease. The emergence of the colossal shadow entity, coupled with the fragment's unexpected defiance, had disrupted their millennia-old focus. They felt the shift, the subtle tremor in the fabric of reality as the Primordial Eye unleashed its perverted weapon. The original spark's pure essence, a fragile flame shielded by the fragment's nascent light, quivered. It felt the encroaching darkness, the insidious tendrils of corruption reaching for it through the fragment's own essence. The protective light of the dawn strained, a valiant but increasingly desperate barrier against this new, internal threat. The ancient shadow entity, a titan of primordial darkness, observed the unfolding cosmic ballet with an unreadable stillness. It had seen the fragment's choice, its selfless act of protection. Now, it watched with a detached curiosity as the dawn wrestled with its own monstrous doppelganger. Was this the ultimate test, or merely a prelude to a more profound unraveling? The corrupted reflection grew stronger, its tendrils of dark energy snaking deeper into the fragment's core. It mimicked the dawn's every movement, twisting its protective aura into a suffocating shroud. The very concept of dawn was being contorted, twisted into a nightmare of self-destruction. "You are a lie," the corrupted voice, a chilling echo of the fragment's own, hissed. "You cannot bring light where there is only darkness. You are a flawed imitation." The fragment recoiled, not from pain, but from the horrifying truth embedded in the lies. Had it been wrong all along? Was its pursuit of becoming the dawn a delusion, a path leading only to greater destruction? The weight of creation, once a burden of hope, now pressed down with the crushing force of despair. Suddenly, a memory, not erased but suppressed, surged forth. A fleeting image, the Primordial Eye, its formless essence, whispering promises of power, of control, to a nascent, confused entity. The memory was faint, fragmented, but it carried a chilling realization. This perversion, this twisted reflection, it was not entirely born of the fragment's essence. It was a seed of corruption planted long ago, nurtured by the Primordial Eye, and now, watered by the dawn's own light. No, the fragment pulsed, its light flickering, then surging with renewed, albeit weaker, defiance. It was not a reflection of its true self, but a weapon forged from its deepest fears and the Primordial Eye's cunning manipulations. To succumb now would be to validate the Eye's lies, to become the very thing it fought against. It focused its remaining strength, not on pushing the corruption away, but on understanding it. If this was a twisted mirror, perhaps the original held the key. It extended a single, trembling beam of pure light towards the original spark's essence, seeking not just protection, but an anchor, a source of untainted truth. The ancient shadow entity stirred, a colossal ripple of darkness spreading through the void. It perceived the fragment's new strategy, its desperate grasp for the pure spark. A slow, rumbling sound, like mountains grinding together, emanated from it. Was it amusement? Or a warning? The Primordial Eye, sensing the shift in the fragment's resolve, let out a silent, cosmic shriek of fury. It amplified the corrupted energy, pushing it deeper, faster, threatening to engulf the fragment entirely. The light of the dawn began to dim, its struggle becoming a desperate, silent scream against the encroaching darkness within. Just as the twisted reflection seemed poised to consume the fragment entirely, a blinding flash erupted from the original spark's essence. It was not the dawn's light, nor the shadow entity's darkness, but something entirely new, something ancient and resonant. The corrupted reflection recoiled, momentarily stunned by this unexpected intervention. The fragment, caught between the blinding light and the encroaching darkness, felt a profound connection to this new force. It was a resonance that spoke of beginnings, of a power predating even the primordial eye itself. But the respite was fleeting. As the blinding light subsided, the fragment saw, not the end of the corruption, but its source. The original spark's pure essence was not merely a target, it was the very vessel through which the primordial eye was attempting to manifest its perverted creation. And within that vessel, flickering but undeniable, was the nascent form of a new, terrifying entity, born from the corrupted light of the dawn and the ancient power of the original spark. Was this the ultimate betrayal? Was the original spark, the very essence it sought to protect, now the incubator for the dawn's destruction?